All right, guys, the countdown has been taken care of. Hello and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. A very warm evening. And by the way, the target today is again to go for 20 out of 20. And I have no doubt that we will successfully achieve it because the last time there was some massive participation from all. I believe you are joined in by Pragya as well. You're welcome. Now there is Reyansh as well. Rather, there is Shreyan Godbole who just joined in. All of you participate the way you did the last time. Jai will keep us up to date with the score. And let's make it 20 out of 20. We have about an hour and 5 minutes. Let's make it 20 out of 20. And from the next Wednesday, we'll probably shift our focus to something else. So long, every Wednesday, we have been doing the opening pitfalls. The first position is black to play. And I will of course help you with all the colors that you will need. Then I would give you your thinking time, and then let's see. Well, you can keep your individual score as well. Don't forget that you can keep a track of your own score. So now the question is, do you want to take this pawn with the bishop? Is that what you have in your mind? Do you want to attack the bishop with move a6? Do you want to go ahead and play queen a5 check? Or do you want to develop your knight to the square f6? Or is it none of these? Guys, it can be none of these. Very well can be none of these. I'm telling you that. So, yeah, sure. Now, let me draw those arrows again, guys. Probably they got erased. And I'm sure that I'm going to draw the exact same colors. That's a skill, right? That's a skill to remember everything properly. That's a skill. Okay, I'll leave you in company of some good music here. I'll be back in a minute. Type your answers in the chat along with the name of the tactic. Alright guys, I believe a minute's time is enough for this one, and a big hello to Arya Mahakal who has just joined in, and that is fantastic. I believe we have started with a bang. That is correct. Yes, definitely queen a5 check, and that was a fork, so you rightly even gave me the name there. It was a check, and now we can win the bishop. That is wonderful. Congratulations to all. So we started with 1 out of 1. The next position is again black to play. Here it is. Let me give you a material count. I probably did not give you a material count for the last one. I believe Radhesh has also joined us now. Yeah, Dishen was always with us. Namish also, of course, with his typical name for it, apple arrow or something. Now this one is again black to play. Queens for both, 2 rooks for both. Black has got all the minor pieces, and so does white. White also has all the minor pieces. White has got 7 pawns. Black has got about 6 pawns. So there's a pawn deficit. But still black is winning here. There's something that black can do here. Here are your options. What are your options? Would you like to go ahead and play the rook to b8? Would you like to play a move which is queen to d7 or something? Yeah. Would you like to go ahead and challenge the bishop? Or in this position, would you like to just probably go ahead and play this move here? And by the way, one of the options could be none of these. Let me know if none of these is what you like. I am going to slip in one none of these position today. Who knows, it could be this. So watch out. A minute for you to think, and let's see. Okay, I'll leave you with some good music. We'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, your minute is over, and I am surprised that I did not get a lot of entries except Dishane, who's probably thinking that blue arrow is the answer and he calls it a fork. Now this is for you, Dishane. Dishane, fork is something where one piece attacks two or more pieces at the same time. Again, fork is when a piece attacks two or more pieces at the same time. So you say that you think that blue arrow is the answer here. Now even if you were to go ahead and play h6 indicated by the blue arrow, how is that attacking two pieces at the same time? So blue is not a fork, and unfortunately, well, that's not the right option. So Yatharth says this one is tricky, I have no idea. Even Mohit says no idea. And Vihang now wants to answer because he says if the juniors can't do it, well, can I do it? Permission granted, Vihang can do it. So Vihang, what's your answer? Do you think it's none of these, or have I given the answer in the arrows? What do you think, Vihang? And the under 1400 guys, you are going to love this position. You are going to simply love this position because this position will teach you something new. How to think out of the box. So let's see what Vihang has to say. Have I given the answer, Vihang, or you think that it's none of these? Namesh is saying none of these. Vihang has typed the answer but not the color of the arrow. I don't know, he wants to call it guava or a raw mango arrow, I don't know. So correct answer by Vihang. All those who are saying none of these, very, very bad. Not that bad, because then you are under 1400 guys. You are learning, but then see how the seniors calculate. You are going to love this, and you should actually congratulate Vihang Dada on this. The answer is correct. If you play the move shown by the green arrow, the queen is getting trapped. Absolutely trapped. If you play that move shown by the green arrow, knight to a5, where is the queen going to go? Let me show you on the board now. If you play this move knight to a5, you're attacking the queen, and there is no safe square for the queen at all whatsoever. Everywhere there is attack. Guys, the queen will be under attack everywhere. So Yatharth is giving a round of applause. That is 100% what it deserves. Guys, he deserves this. Come on then. Absolutely. I'm going to give Vihang a small applause, not a big one. A small applause, not a big one, but nonetheless, I mean, come on, I mean, this is quite serious. I mean, yeah, everybody is praising Vihang Dada for this. There is no lag. Again, people with lag, and it's Jai again. Jai, there is no lag. Get your net connection tested. I mean, there is no lag. The stream is absolutely fluent, and there is our friend from Kolkata. Ankit Bandopadhyay is here. Welcome. And by the way, Vihang found out the reason why the puzzles were not working in the morning. It was because of some fire. Well, hopefully things were resolved, and now we have the puzzles back on leeches. So, if you play the move shown by the green arrow, the queen, the white queen will be trapped. And that is absolutely the right answer. So, I think everybody can say, now look at that. He had to sacrifice the rook. I mean, now you have to remember this under 1400. This is a good revision for you. Well, Jai or Monitor or Pragya can type this in the chat. Why did white take the queen? I mean, the queen was trapped anyway. So, queen is valued at 9 points. You can type it in the chat. So, 9 points. So, white made sure that he has something in return. So, he took our rook, which is valued at 5. So somebody type that dynamic in the chat. So white took 5 points and we got 9 points. That is how it is. The queen trap. The name of the tactic is queen trap. There is a queen trap here. You can say piece trap because any piece can be trapped. There are tactics. But this one is typically strong because, hey, the queen, the strongest is the strongest piece on the chessboard. So you trap the queen. Often it's just the direct result. I mean, come on. So there you have it. That's it. Congratulations. So I got 2 out of 2. Vihang Dada is at 2 out of 2. Maybe you are at 1 out of 2. I don't know. Mohit summed it up nicely. Yeah. And he's saying that, what is he saying there? He retracted? Okay, no. Queen is valued at 9 points. Reyansh actually put it nicely. And Kavish joined us a little late, but I'm sure he is focused. He's going to answer everything correctly. Now for the next one. By the way, this goes to show that all the positions are not a cakewalk. You're going to have to think a little bit and at times a little extra. The next position, for the first time, we are going to have a white to play position. So I'm going to have to change the caption. Let me make it white to play here, not black to play anymore. Let me give you a material count here. Queens for both, 2 rooks for both, all the 4 minor pieces for both. White has got 6 pawns and black has got all the pawns. Black has got all the pawns and yet white has a great move. So what is simply the best move for white here? Now, don't be hasty. Okay, don't be hasty. Is it as simple as just taking the knight? Is it just as simple as that? Or do you want to take this pawn with your knight? Do you want to just go for technicality and castle? Or would you be interested in actually taking this knight on c6? That could be easily one of the options. Or is it none of these? I've said this today. I'm going to slip in none of these things. And by the way, let me know for the last one how many people thought none of these. People were typing none of these. Okay. All the best. I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy the music. Alright, your thinking time is over and probably this one is so simple that our senior thinks that, sir, there was no reason to ask this. I think Leechus has made up for the tricky one it sent us the last time, huh? Yeah. So Leechus said, okay, we tricked everybody with that last one. Let's give an easy one this time. I have no doubt that you all like the chrome arrow or the mango arrow or whatever it is that you call it. I think we have the answer there. We just take the knight as just as simple as that. However, now this is important. It's not success yet. So what do we do here? What do we do here? Notice that there are, now let me use the chrome arrow again. Our opponent has done this. Now there are players at the hub, the newcomers typically, and even players like Jay and Arya and others who don't pay attention to opponent's last move. So what did opponent play last? Now the opponent is threatening to have a queen, a brand new queen on the board. And because I am a Danish gambit player, well, I simply love this position. There's no doubt what we are going to do. We're going to take it with the bishop. Success! Congratulations, Jai. Keep the score. Everybody can type their own score, by the way. They can do that. The next one is going to be white to play, so no need for me to change the caption. Here is the position. Let me give you a count. Well, queens for both, 2 rooks for both. White has got 3 minor pieces. Black has all the minor pieces. White has got all the pawns. And black has got, how many? 6 pawns. So white has some material advantage. But look at the black king position there on f8. The black king is on f8. Okay, Ankit is saying that he did not believe that the last one was so simple. You should have been there for the position before that, Ankit. Knight a5 1. But anyway, we have this one here. Let me give you the arrows. Do you want to go ahead and exchange the queens? Do you want to go ahead and give this knight to check? Do you want to go ahead and castle, which is like a perfect theoretical move? Do you want to go ahead and make a bold sacrifice with the queen on g6? Or is it none of these? I am saying it time and again that none of these is a very important option for today. Okay, a minute for you to think. I'll be with you at the end of this minute. Enjoy the music. Alright guys, your thinking time is over, and this time I have concrete answer from people except for Namish. Namish opted for the right arrow, but he thinks that is destroying the defender because the king will move, and he thinks that the knight, the queen is free, but the knight is supporting the queen, Namish. That's not the point. The checkmate is the point here, and that's why blue arrow is correct. After the move indicated by the blue arrow is played as knight e6 check, the first move is king g8, and then queen takes g7 will be checkmate with the knight's support. I'm actually going to execute that, so let me use the blue one. So this is a check. The first move will be king g8, first move, and then you don't have to do anything about the queen here. You just go ahead and take the bishop with the queen. Queen takes g7 is checkmate with the help of the knight there. So let's execute this quickly, and that's it. Brilliant indeed. Type your score. Jay, update my score. Well, actually, Jay should be updating my score because I am running at full marks here. Vihang is running at full marks. The next one is going to be black to play. So I'm going to have to change the caption. Bear with me. At the moment, it shows white to play. Not anymore. It's black to play. Let me give you a material count. Queens for both, 2 rooks for both. Black has got 3 minor pieces. White has all the minor pieces. Black has all the pawns, and so does white. So yeah, what a good position this is. And let's give you the arrows. Well, do you want to go ahead and exchange the bishops? Do you want to go ahead and actually take this knight? Do you want to go ahead and put the bishop onto e7 square? Or is it that you want to ensure the safety of your king and you want to go with the king to b8? Or is it none of these? It is black to play, guys. Black to play. Enjoy the music. I'll be with you at the end of a minute, okay? Alright guys, your thinking time is over. Fantastic participation, and man, Namish, this time you got it right. This time Namish has got it right, and absolutely right. I don't know why, but Radhesh thought it is none of these. Well, let me show you why the green arrow is so super rocking. You have the support of the queen, and after taking the piece, you still continue with a fork. This is so juicy. Just look at how the board at the moment is. And the pawn takes the knight, you win a piece, and even despite that, you again, create a fork. Dishen have just taught you what is a fork. I hope you remember that. Well, the other guys can type the definition for Dishen one more time. What is a fork? When a piece attacks two or more pieces simultaneously at the same time, we say it is a fork. So somebody type that for Dishen, because this is yet another example of a fork. When the pawn takes the knight, that's e takes d4, then you have a fork again. The pawn is supported by the queen. Okay, let's do this. It's fantastic. And now tell me, should I just blindly go ahead and take the bishop? Because that's what people said. Guys, that's what people said in the chat. Whatever piece is saved, we take the other piece. Yeah, Namish, remember? So don't make a pre-move. On such occasions, it is dangerous to make a pre-move. Why is the pre-move dangerous here? Look at what our opponent has played. The knight is on d5 here and our queen is under attack. So it's very important you know what to do here. Shall I go ahead and take the bishop? No, I cannot take the bishop here. We are going to lose our queen. Guys, don't rush into the answer. I'm sure. Mohit, are you learning? Kavish. By the way, Kavish was quick to type what is a fork. Thank you so much. That was for Dishen. Now we don't want to take the bishop here. We will lose our queen, guys. That's why don't be mechanical in chess. Or somebody type that line. Maybe Vihang should do that. Never be mechanical in chess. Oh, there's a fork. One piece will be saved. I will take the other piece. That is called being mechanical. You should not be mechanical in chess. Yes, it was a fork. But what did my opponent play? My opponent has moved the knight and is attacking my queen. Watch opponent's last move. All these are golden words. Watch opponent's last move. Don't be mechanical. What's a fork? This is very important, okay? Thanks, Jay. Jay was the first to come up with that line there. Thought Biyang will do it faster, but anyway. Now I will take this knight first. And then after he takes my bishop, it is then that we can take this bishop. And our queen will be safe on the board. Guys, type honestly in the chat if you've learned something from this position. Type in the chat. If you learned something from this position, type in the chat. This was a very, very good position. Jay, honestly, tell me. No hasty, rash play. You were the one. With a lot of minutes at hand, you got checkmated. Jay, careful with situations, man. Be honest. Type it in the chat if there is something that you learned, okay? The next position is going to be black to play. So I don't have to change the caption. Here it is. Let me give you a material count. Queen for both, 2 rooks for both, all minor pieces for black, all minor pieces for white. All the pieces for white are on the back rank. Danger. Alert sign there. Alert sign there. All the pieces are on the back rank. And this is what a back rank is, okay? All the pieces. It's like white never got a chance to play. All the pawns, all the pieces on the back rank. That's not what you want there, okay? So, yeah, let's give you some arrows. Would you like to take this free pawn? Would you like to go ahead and play this queen check here? Would you like to develop your knight to e4? Would you like to attack the queen with a move like bishop g4? Or again I'm asking you, is it none of these? Think about it. I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys. So your thinking time is up, and I have no doubt that everybody, has the answer here. It is indeed the red arrow or the apple arrow or whatever it is that you want. By the way, this shows why developing your pieces is important. Somebody type that in the chat for the juniors to understand. Develop your pieces in the opening, especially the minor pieces first. Don't bring the queen out early. Develop the minor pieces in the opening. Don't just keep moving the pawns. That's the mantra here. That's exactly probably what white has done here. That's why you see all the pawn moves. That's it. I wonder how the game was. So this is it. And it was a check. And yes, we are winning this rook in the corner. No doubt about it. Fantastic. Bravo. Jay, what's the score? Update us, please, with the score. For the next one, I will have to change the caption because it is going to be white to play. Okay. And Ankit was so right about it. The Zwischenschritt moves are very important. The in-between move. In chess, you call it the in-between move. German word there, but that's the meaning there. The in-between moves are very important, like the last position. Knight played to d5, attacking the queen on f6. Yep, in between move. So don't be mechanical. For the last one, we learned that. Next one is white to play. First of all, let me change the caption. Bear with me. Yes, it is white to play. Let me give you a material count. Queens for both, two rooks for both, all the four minor pieces for white, all the four minor pieces for black. White has got 7 pawns. Black has got all the pawns. So what is it that you would like to play? Would you like to go ahead and play the knight attacking the queen? Would you like to go ahead and play the bishop to b5? Would you like to take the pawn, or would you like to pin the queen with queen to a5 move because you have the knight support? Or do you think none of these? Again, I'm saying none of these is a perfectly viable option today, okay? Enjoy the music. You just have a minute for this. All right, the thinking time is up, and I have a question for the seniors now. What's the spelling of Mrs.? Is it MISSES or is it something else? I have a question for seniors. Vihang, Ankit, come on. What's the spelling of Mrs.? Somebody has said, bye-bye, Mrs. Queen. So is it MISSES? What's the spelling? Don't give me the abbreviation. Don't give me the abbreviation MRS. I know that. What's the spelling? Please type the spelling. Let's see. And by the way, the answer that most of you said is correct. Why pin it with the queen? We can pin the queen with our bishop. The green arrow, the raw mango, whatever you want to call, the green arrow is correct. Bishop b5, you have the support of the knight, and the queen will then be nicely pinned to the king, which we refer to as the absolute pin, and will enjoy the knight's support. So bye-bye, Mrs. Queen, and I'm waiting for the... Ooh! So yeah, he didn't take... I thought he would take our bishop, but he didn't do that. So let's see if I have the spelling of Mrs. in the chat. No, not yet. Guys, what's up? Now Jay is saying MISSUS, Mrs. Vihang probably Googling it. Vihang, are you using Google? Who is using Google? Come on. Ankit? I thought, come on, you would know that. Don't give me MRS, okay? No abbreviation. I want the spelling of Mrs. Is it MISSES? Is that how you spell it? Is it like Jay has shared with us, MISSUS? What is the correct spelling of Mrs.? Very, very important, guys. Vihang, don't use Google. That's not fair. If you are using Google, man, that's not cool. Vihang is saying, no, I'm not Googling it. Then type it. Then type it. What do you think is the correct spelling? Go ahead and do that. Thrill me. Come on. Okay. The next one is white to play. So, fine. I'll have to, well, okay, I don't have to change the caption. Oh, Ankit Banerjee agrees. It is MISSES, Mrs. Bondopadhyay, each alvena. What? MISSES, huh? OMG. Vihang, do you agree with that? I am yet to have an answer from you. And you say you are not using Google. So, what's the correct spelling, dude? I know this is chess class, but okay. Good to know. And somebody has typed MS. What? I told you I don't want abbreviations. Yeah, mistress is okay. That's alternate word. If you don't want to say Mrs. is mistress. Agreed. That is another option. But Mrs. is a word. Oh, again, Vihang says that chat ain't coming. I'm not asking you to type your ID. Man, Vihang and his chat lines are funny. Now Vihang says it won't come in the chat. When this happens, you know, when this happens when Vihang is about to type his ID. I mean, I don't know what happens to Vihang. This is for Vihang. Typing it in the ID, typing it in the chat, but it won't show. Only God knows why Vihang has this chat like that. I mean, why? Why wouldn't it come there? Anyway, no, you can type one letter at a time. Just go ahead, Vihang, and do it the way you type your ID there. Let's see. Let's do that. By the way, let me give you the arrows for this one. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and take the knight? Do you want to go ahead and give this flamboyant check? Do you want to go ahead and attack the pawn? Do you want to go ahead and attack this knight with the f4 pawn? This one is so simple, I'm not even going to give you any separate thinking time for this. It's just that simple. Yeah. That's right, Jay. That's right. Jay with the spelling autocorrect Chiang's chat. Yes, sure. What's up with that? Why wouldn't it come? Vihang, you can type one letter at a time. The way you type your ID is the way you type that spelling. Just send one letter at a time. Oh, that reminds me. Or someday we would like to do search the word game. Is it not? Under 1400, what say? Someday we would like to again do that search the word activity once. Oh, Vihang is going for the word mistress. Okay, mistress is fine. But the word Mrs. is in existence. And we are looking for the spelling of that. I think Jay has got it right. Now let me say it. Oh, we are joined now by the monitor of the class. Hello, monitor. Take the role from Jay. And you also probably with Jay can go ahead and do the score update work. Yes, we will take this knight with the pawn. Because again, it was a fork and we will win the bishop as well. Well done. This was really easy, isn't it? Yet another pawn capture and yet another fork. The next one is going to be black to play. So I'll have to change the caption. It's not white to play. This one is black to play. Let me give you the choices. Do you want to go ahead and play the move which looks quite simple, but there might be some logic? You probably want to play bishop g4 later. Do you want to go ahead and play this queen to b6? Do you want to go ahead with your knight to c5? Or do you think that it is better to have the queen on the... well, let's make this one blue. Sorry for that. Or is it none of these? What do you think here? Black to play. Tricky, this one? Maybe. A minute for you. Enjoy the music. Alright guys, the thinking time is up and everybody has come up with the mango fork. Imagine that. This is the month of March and we're talking about a mango fork. Oh, it is so tempting. I can't tell you. By the way, type it in the chat if, like me, mango happens to be your favorite fruit. And if mango isn't your favorite fruit, can I visit your house when you have mangoes? I can do that. Let me know. And if mango is not your favorite fruit, then what is your favorite fruit? Let me know. Mango fork, huh? Mango fork. Alright. Yes, it is right. The mango fork is right. Let me show it to you. Yes, you give this check. And at the same time, as Ankit has rightly said, we're forking it. And the bishop on b2 is history. So queen b6 and win the bishop. That's the way it goes. Fantastic. So what are people saying? Mango is delicious. Mango is my favorite fruit. Everyone so far is saying mango? Sure. And nobody with some other taste. The king of fruit. No doubt about that. Namish, completely agree. Oh, Arya is saying, no, mango is not my favorite fruit. Arya Mahakal, can I visit your house? If your parents are watching this stream, dude, please, when they bring Alfonso mangoes, can I be at your house? When you don't eat mangoes, I will take your share. Can we do that? Do we have a deal, Arya? Let me know. So what's your favorite fruit, Arya? Oh, even Rayansh Inamdar. My favorite, okay. What is, okay, banana, but give the space there. I thought who is banana? Give space. Rayansh is saying my favorite fruit is banana. And Ankit is quick to say our national fruit. So what's our national fruit? Is it banana or apple? What's a national fruit? He's mentioned both there. What's the national fruit? Vihang would probably know this. Vihang, what's our national fruit? Again, do not Google. Do not Google. What's our national fruit? And this chess session is becoming very interesting here. Okay. And Arya is saying green grapes. Green grapes. All right. Okay. So now for the next one, let me tell you, it's black to play. I don't have to change the caption. But look at the king's position. The white king is on e2. This is nice when you have such positions. You know what? Awesome. So what is it that you would like to do here? Would you like to go ahead and take the pawn? Would you like to develop your knight? Would you like to, well, go ahead and pin the knight with your bishop? Or would you like to play a move which is this move knight to a6? Or do you think it's none of these? What do you think, guys? Think about it. You have a minute. Do you like these arrows? Is it none of these? What's it? A minute. Enjoy the music. Alright, the thinking time is done. I was asking you, Vihang, I was asking you what's the national fruit of India? Question only for Vihang. What is the national fruit of India? Since you got disconnected, you probably don't have all the chat lines. So tell us, what's the national fruit of India? And you're not supposed to Google it. And now for the first time where people have shown some alertness. Yeah. And now they are saying none of these. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Brilliant. Brilliant. It is none of these. I mean, the moment I was thinking about knight a6, and I was laughing at myself. I mean, what options have I given you? Knight a6. And Vihang is saying mango is our national fruit. Is that right? I think Ankit said that as well. So queen to e7 is the best move. What's the best move according to you? You said none of these. So queen e7 check. And then bishop f5. That is absolutely correct. Jai, update us with the score, and hello to Ojas. Ojas has just joined us when we are talking about a favorite fruit. So Ojas, man, you've just joined us. Kindly let us know what's your favorite fruit. We were talking about favorite fruits and the national fruit of India. So that mango is the national fruit of India. So let us know. Next one is going to be black to play, by the way. Jay has updated the score, 10 out of 10. Oh, we've reached 10 out of 10. We're there halfway. Let's increase the speed a little bit. Guys, what do you want to do here? Do you want to take this knight? Oh, pawn can take it. Do you want to go ahead and castle? Do you want to go ahead and play the knight to b4? Do you want to safeguard your queen and bring it back to, let's say, this square? What is it that you want to do? Finish it quickly. I'm going to wait for you here. Alright guys, let's finish this quickly. This one is easy. The answer is none of these. Well, we want to take the knight with our pawn, but the only thing is our queen is under attack by the rook. Have you noticed that? The black queen on f6, the rook is attacking the queen. So first we must save the queen, but if we just save the queen, well, white will also save the knight. So we must give a check. Again, somebody type it. The check comes first. And after we give the check and the king moves, then we can go ahead and take the knight with our pawn. So yeah, sure. So let's give this check. Now the queen is not under attack, and now we can win the knight. Fantastic. The next one is white to play. So please let me change the caption. It is white to play. Let me give you the arrows. Do you want to go ahead and take it with the bishop? Do you want to take the bishop with the pawn? Do you want to go ahead and play this rook to a5? Would that be meaningful? Or do you want to just, the simplest way, just take it with the queen? Let's finish this quickly, guys. Jai, update the score. Okay, he has already done that. 11 out of 11. Yes, the check comes first, guys. So we gave a check in the last position, and then when the queen was out of danger, we took that knight with a pawn. And now for this one, the bishop is attacked thrice and defended once. How do you want to take there? What's the best way? The red one, the green one, or the blue one? I don't think there are many takers for mango for this position. For this position, I don't think there are a lot of mango lovers. Rook a5. All the other moves, well, we are going to take the bishop. But what's the best way and why? Ojas has typed something. He's saying maybe, the green arrow is better. Because he says later we have bishop takes g7 and we will be able to trap the rook on h8. Do you agree with that? Kavish agrees with that. Kavish says green arrow. Yatharth also agrees. By the way, Yatharth has been in good form as far as his opening tactics are concerned. That's right. I think the green arrow wins it. We're attacking the queen. We enjoy the support of the pawn and the queen. But more importantly, of course, black will save the queen. But we have bishop takes g7. And notice that the rook on h8 in the corner can be trapped. Yeah, sure. So let's do that. The next one is white to play, so I don't have to change the caption. This one is so simple. I won't even give you the arrows for this one. No arrows for this one. Because this is the third position where we have the similar idea. Oh, Vihang is very much there, Ojas. He just had a chat line before you type that. And what's wrong with your spelling? What's wrong with your spelling, Ojas? What happened there? What did you just type, my man? Yes, this is very simple. Pawn takes knight. Again, notice this. Pawn takes knight. It will be a deadly fork again. But let's see if there are any Zwischenschritt moves. No, so we take the knight. Jai, update the score, please. The next one is going to be black to play. Kindly allow me to change the caption. Bear with me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it got famous, man. Now, next is black to play. As you can see on your screens now, let me give you the arrows for this one. Do you want to go ahead and play this queen move? Do you want to go ahead and castle? Do you want to attack the knight with your pawn? Or do you want to attack this one with the move a6? What is it that you would like to do? It's black to play. All right, the thinking time is done. This is quite similar, and that means that now we are coming to the end of the opening pitfalls, because we now have positions that are familiar to you and you know that we've done those. So we are now coming to the closure. Leeches has shown us probably the entire variety, so that's a fork. We'll take the bishop. Next one is white to play. So, oh, this one is interesting. This one is interesting, guys. Do you want to go ahead and castle? Do you want to go ahead and play this knight move? Do you want to go ahead and play the bishop move in order to get ready for castling? Or is it that you want to play a move where you would like to retreat the knight to f3? Yeah, sure. Let me change the captions, by the way. It is white to play and not black to play. All right, the thinking time is done, and none of these. Radesh has typed N-U-N. N-U-N? None of these N-U-N? It's N-O-N-E, dude, what's up? By the way, blue arrow is absolutely right, because not only does it attack the queen, it also threatens knight takes c7. Isn't that what it threatens? Yes. By the way, if you do that, the queen goes to d8. So is it knight b5 here? Guys, what do you think? Is it knight b5 here? What do you think? The ice arrow. Somebody said the ice arrow. Namish is right. Monk is nun. M-O-N-K. The monk is the masculine. The nun is the feminine gender. Yeah. Monk and nun. That's N-U-N. So don't say N-U-N. Ankit meanwhile says that knight d5, queen d8, knight takes c7 is check. And queen takes f7 is made? I don't think so. Queen takes c7, queen f7 check, king d8. Ankit, careful. My man, careful. Now my question to you is, yes, why is that still good? Oh, he didn't even do that. He wanted to save this. He didn't even do that. This is simple. But let's for a moment say he just went to d8. Now this is not checkmate, okay? You will definitely go ahead and you can play this. But then after queen takes, this is not checkmate. Is this. And you will win this. This is forced. And now you will give a check. No, you won't. You give this check. And then you will win this. Guys, honestly, the first move is not the only important thing. This position is a great, example of that. Only the first position is, the first move is not important. Look at the continuation here. It's very important you find out till knight e6. The variation. The computer just chose the easiest line. Just went queen g6. But had the queen gone to d8, knight takes c7, queen takes c7, queen f7 check, king to d8, queen takes f8 check, bishop e8, and then knight e6 check. Type honestly. If this was something new, if you enjoyed this, this is a very important calculation. The first move is not everything. You should look for the continuation. There's no doubt about that. And you should enjoy such positions. Alright guys, the next one is white to play. So no need for me to change the caption. So what is it that we can play? Are we in a mood to just take the bishop, showing full audacity and arrogance? Are you interested in taking this knight? Are you interested in blocking the attack? Or are you interested in just making a safe retreat? You know, sometimes retreat is an option. So what is it that you would like to do here? What's good? Black has threatened knight c2 check. We have a knight on e3. I think, yeah, Jay has updated the score, 16 out of 16. Yeah. Sure, none of these is an option every time. If you like that, well, yeah, sure. Then type your answer if you think none of these is the answer here. Mohit Patel is saying, oh, the knight on d4 is absolutely free. Let's take that. And I agree with that. Let's take this, man. Now what? The computer wants us to keep playing now. Keep playing. Don't stop. Now what do you want to do? You want to go back to where the queen was so that the bishop can now take? Nah, you don't want to do that. Yes. Do you want to go here? No, the knight can take there. So now what's the safe square here? Guys, it's important. What's the safe square for the queen? Type, somebody type here. What's the safe square for our queen? Our queen is under attack here. What are we going to do now? That's why thinking about the continuation is so important. There is this safe square here. Queen c4. We will enjoy the support of our knight, guys. Queen c4 is the only safe square. We're going to go there. Next one is black to play. So please let me change the caption. Jai, update the score, please. The material count, queen for both, 2 rooks for both, all minor pieces for black, all minor pieces for white. Black has got 7 pawns and white has also got the same number of pawns. But black is winning here. So the knight, taking the knight, is that a move? Do you want to threaten the bishop? Do you want to unpin the knight? Or do you want to take the knight with the queen? What say, guys? Or is it none of these? Yeah, Jay has updated the score. 17 out of 70. Guys, 3 more. 3 more to make it 20 out of 20 today. Come on, guys. Namish is saying raw mango. And Namish is wrong. Namish, tell me, why is it wrong? You will realize it yourself. Raw mango is wrong. I mean, as a fruit, yeah, sure, mango. But the answer here, raw mango, will be wrong, man. The knight on c6 is pinned, Namish. Absolutely pinned. That's why always be alert. Now, what happens, Namish, is that knight on c6 is pinned. If imagine you are playing at the hub or at the tournament and then you touch the knight, it will be an illegal move. Your opponent will say, hey, illegal. You touch the knight cannot move. That's an illegal move. That is why think before you just hastily answer something. That move is an illegal move. The knight is pinned on c6, absolutely pinned, okay? Alright, I think I'm back. Yes, guys, this time, Jay, this time there was a lag. This time there was a lag. I agree with you this time. Not before this, but yeah, this time. So, the next one is black to play, guys. Here we go. Black to play. Okay, so what's the thing here? The best move? Now there is no lag, guys. We've come out of that. Stop typing the same word again and again. There's no point doing that. Now we are completely out of it, by the way. No doubt about it. So what's the best move for black here? Is it king taking the knight? Is it queen taking this knight on e4 first? Is it ensuring that we attack the knight more? Or is it that we want to develop a piece here, probably wanting a free maneuver for our rook? Or is it none of these? Let me know. Guys, I've refreshed the stream here. There was some lag. In fact, it was not exactly a lag. What had happened was net the disconnection, and that's why after reconnecting you would see it as a little blurred. Okay, now hopefully you see everything now. Hopefully. I've just refreshed the stream, guys. It was disconnection. The technical glitch is regretted, although nothing that I could have done about it. Nothing that I could have done about it. But check comes first. Nice principle there. Check comes first. That is correct. So let's not be hasty in capturing this. Let's take this knight, give a check. And now again, don't be mechanical. Somebody please type it in the chat. Don't be mechanical. Now, just because we were going to take the knight next, don't just play king takes f7 here. Our queen is hanging here. Let's take the queen. And now let us take the knight. Do not be mechanical. Okay, update the score. I think it's 18 out of 18. So Jay, let's finish this, man. Now what's this here? Very interesting this position. Very interesting. Is black to play here? Yes, don't be mechanical. That's right. And by the way, the arrows. So do you want to go ahead and play knight takes f3 check? Do you want to go ahead and play queen f4? Do you want to make a sacrifice Vihang style? Or do you just want to plain and simple just go by theory and castle? Or again, do you think it's none of these? Guys, 18 out of 18. We want 2 more. And we have 2 minutes. Go for it, guys. Go for it. Now, some people are at 18 out of 18 Vihang, while the other people should be at 17 out of 18, because clearly there was one position where nobody found the answer, where Vihang gave the answer. But maybe they had the same answer, it's just that they didn't type it. So there's a possibility that there could be someone with 18 out of 18. By the way, Kavish joined in late. So why is he saying 18 out of 18? I don't think he was there for all the 18 ones. Kavish, you joined us after we were done with our first position. So Vihang is right as far as your case is concerned. What's the answer for this one? What's an ice arrow? What is an ice arrow? Somebody. What's an ice arrow? Blue? Really? Blue is the ice arrow? Really? Ice arrow is the blue arrow? I didn't know that. That's a brand new information. Ice arrow, huh? Okay. Right, so knight takes, queen takes, and now queen takes bishop. By the way, white could have played this and he could have maintained the support. But you know what? You know what? After this, black would have played queen here, and now this mate is just unstoppable. That's why you have to appreciate and love the game of chess. If he had to protect the bishop, he could have taken it with the pawn. Type it in the chat if this is something nice that you are learning here, guys. Always be honest and confess things. Always be honest and confess things. If this is something new, if this is something nice, white could have taken with the pawn to keep the support of the bishop. But then black will play queen f4, and now look at the mate on h2. The mate cannot be stopped. That is very important. Jay can now update the score, 19 out of 19. Let's do one last position before we stop. So Ankit, now you have the answer. If now the pawn takes, this is what happens. So the queen h2 checkmate is unstoppable. Unstoppable. There is nothing white can do. Nothing. I think Ankit have answered your question. The last one is white to play. Let me change the caption. Ankit, type it if you have understood what I just said. This one is white to play. Last position, guys. What is it that you want to play? Last position. What's the best move here? Let's see. I won't give you any arrows for this one. Everybody type the move you want. Type it in the chat. Last position. No arrows. Come on. Go ahead. What's the move you think? Well done. Ankit, you got it? Nice. Brilliant. Now, this one is the last position for this session. Just type the move that you have in your mind. No need for me to give you the arrows. Come on, let's finish this. I will soon let you know what we are going to deal with from the next Wednesday, okay? I think we will achieve 20 out of 20. This is the last position. So let's get this one and I'll be at 20 out of 20. Knight d5, huh? Knight d5. You want to play knight d5, Namish? Jay says knight b6 is better. Kavish also likes knight b6. Is it because of the fork? Where's Rayansh? I wonder. I think knight b6 for the fork, is it not? I think that's the answer there. Let's do it. Let's finish it, guys. This one here, I think is a fork. It's a lovely fork. Look at the position. Yep, that's right. We'll take this rook. Congratulations! We achieved 20 out of 20. That is big, guys. That is big. 20 out of 20. There's no doubt we've done really something super here. Okay. That's right. Okay, so we will stop for now. That is going to be great. That you are going to play the openings much better after this training. Next Wednesday onwards, we'll move on to something else. Tomorrow, I'll probably have the lecture uploaded by Omkar sir on the topic what to play against d4. That probably is what he will deal with. And on Friday, the under 1400 guys, I'm playing with you. The next Friday, not the coming Friday, the Friday after that, there's something interesting. You guys will be on the channel, but for a different timing, because Vaidya Chess Up has been given the opportunity for a college fest to conduct an introduction chess lecture for college students. Did you all understand what I just said, guys? Maybe seniors will understand if Young is here. Yeah. So the next Friday, not the one that's this week. Okay, the Friday after that. That's 19th, I believe, 19th of March. This is wonderful opportunity we have. So maybe you will be live on stream and we will be with the entire college students. We'll have entire college community with us. That will be fantastic. I'll let you know more. We'll stop for now. Do take care. Bye-bye.